So the price of Bitcoin currently $16,032. It's been a bad couple days.
Cryptocurrency investors have lost billions of dollars in recent days.
The FTX crash has wiped billions of dollars from the market.
First off, I want to express my thoughts and give apologies. I do feel bad for those who are involved in what's going on right now. Maybe you had some of your Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency, for that matter, on FTX or any of these other platforms that have fallen down and got liquidated or basically went to zero over the past couple months in this Bitcoin bear market. Maybe you had some money in FTT or anywhere else. I feel very bad about what's going on. It's not okay. It's still the Wild West. It definitely should not be happening at this point in time with the progress that we have made in this industry, but it still does. And this thing will continue to happen until we flush out the bad characters, until we flush out the bad projects that honestly have no meaning or reason to be here, which is most of them, 99% of them. Now, as we're making this video, of course, as expected, the price of Bitcoin continues to fall. We are now at $15,895. The daily candles look absolutely ugly. The chart looks bad. It's not the worst I've ever seen. But this is one of those black swan events, that happens every now and again. Another big one that I experienced was COVID. Another big one before that was the bubble that we had in 2017 that burst that December.
At one point, Bitcoin was down worse than it was right now, and all of those alternative coins, those smaller ones, were down by much more.
And, I had a small bit of this in 2016-ish, but this one's pretty crazy. And to think about, what had to happen to go into this, it just sucks. It's sad, and it's also crazy. But, this isn't the first time something like this has happened in this space, right? Mt. Gox was a pretty big scenario back in the day.
Police in Japan have arrested Mark Capellas, the CEO of a failed Bitcoin company. Mt. Gox was one of the world's largest Bitcoin exchanges until last year. It lost millions worth of Bitcoins, leaving angry investors without their money.
That's not even fully figured out. It's 2022, and people are still trying to figure out how to get access or to get the dollar value for their coins they had on the Mt. Gox exchange. We had that Three Arrows Capital, Terra Luna situation that happened back in June. This has been 6 months since then. And here we go, right? FTX, the second or third largest crypto exchange in the world, right behind Binance, went bust. And is Binance going to bail them out? It doesn't really seem like it. CZ, after further looking into it, figuring out a couple more insecurities that FTX had that he wasn't really sure about or know about, I don't know if he's going to go on with that deal. And, it's going to be very tough for a lot of you guys who might have had funds inside of FTX. And I always say this too. Unless you're trading, and even when you're trading, you have more risk on the table. Unless you're trading, guys, you have no reason, absolutely no reason, to keep your Bitcoin or crypto on exchanges. I don't know how many more times we have to continue to say, and by I mean we. You can call us Bitcoin maxis. You can call us old school, whatever it is. It's if you don't have your keys. It's not your coins. Not your keys, not your coins. If your coins are on exchanges, you don't have the keys. Please get some cold storage. Ledger, I have been supporting Ledger for so long. There's so many more that you guys can get. Cold card's a little bit expensive. Ledger is super cheap. Guys, the cheapest one is like $55-$60. To control your wealth for the rest of your life is a really good thing to purchase. Please, that's the one thing I recommend at this point is get cold storage. and really dive in deep to figure out what happened so that you are at less risk next time this does happen. And let me tell you what, was I at risk during this? No. Did my coins lose a little bit of US dollar value? Sure, absolutely did. The portfolio looks a little wrecked right now, but that's okay to see because in the back of my mind, one Bitcoin is still one Bitcoin. And it sucks for the industry, people who are just getting into it, people who are just starting to learn about it. Maybe they started to feel confident, and this pushes their confidence down, right? This gives Bitcoin a bad mojo, bad energy, whatever you want to call it, because of the crypto space as a whole and the things that happen within it. But like I said, we need to flush the bad ones out, the bad projects, the bad exchanges, the bad Wild West cowboys that we have in the space right now. I think a lot of people have learned from this situation. I hope a lot of people have learned from this situation. And that is the best thing about bear markets. I was on a podcast yesterday, and I was asked what's the biggest thing people can do in a bear market, and it's continue to learn. Grow and develop yourself in this space, figure out how it works, why things like this go on. That way you could be more prepared the next time this comes around, because if this is your first rodeo, this is not going to be the last bear market that you'll ever see. In fact, every single bear market that's happened continues to have more damage to it. But just like every bear or a bull run, they always continue to have more impact, more surges, more parabolicness than ever also. But I don't want to beat a dead horse. I hope everybody continues to learn, grow, and develop, because these times are really good for learning opportunities and learning how to move forward with that. And do I believe the space is going to get a hell of a lot better? Of course. Bitcoin's approaching almost 14 years old now. It's still a baby. It's got a lot of room for growth, and this industry is going to have a lot of positives, a lot of negatives over the next 15, 20 plus years. But there's one thing for certain. This is the only part of this that actually matters. There's a fundamental difference between Bitcoin and crypto. And crypto right now is what's got us in this crap journey. But it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. It's going to take time, just like anything else. Patience, hard work, and the continued development. And here's one thing. I'll leave it with this. A lot of people for the past year, since Bitcoin's all-time high, have been talking about, well, what has Bitcoin continued to do besides decrease in value? Well, for the last year, as you've continued to see the price fall down, Bitcoin's heartbeat continues to pump. And each block, roughly 10 minutes a time, is getting produced. Bugs are getting seen, fixed, cured. The space is evolving. Lightning networks improving, getting better, getting bigger. This train's not stopping. Nothing can stop this train. You might slow it down for a while, and you know what? I'm fine with that. And I think a lot of other people are fine with that when they figure out how much sats they can pick up right now and over the next coming weeks and possibly the next coming months. This might not be the end of it. So, I hate to be that bear, but, possibly brace yourself for more of this action over the coming days or weeks, possibly months, and still continuing to tumble. $15,780. So just, quite a slide already. Prepare yourself, stay strong, keep stacking. Peace out.